So since the Sixers lost in the second round to the Hawks, it's been a lot of talk about Dame Lillard, and it's pretty much been Damian Lillard or bust. And I agree. But a couple days ago, Bradley Beal said that he could possibly want out of Washington. And yes, we are one of the possible landing spots. What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. And today we got to talk about Dame Lillard, Bradley Beal, and some role players that we can go ahead and look at to replace the likes of Furkan Korkmaz, Danny Green, if need be. But before we do that, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Also, turn on post notifications so you're instantly notified when I go live or drop some content. And hit that like button for your boy. It goes a long way for the channel. And yes, follow your boy on Twitter. That's where we talk Sixer news behind the YouTube scenes. And right there is the tag at Philly_Mike25. And let's get into the main event. Bang! NBA Central said Bradley Beal would welcome joining teams such as Boston, yuck, Golden State, Miami, or Philadelphia, per Jake L. Fischer, whatever his name is, I don't know. But this is what we've been wanting to hear, along with the Damian Lillard disgruntled news. Bradley Beal went out of his way to say, I want to be in Washington. I want to be in Washington. Nobody wants to be in Washington. Come on. I mean, you finally get to the playoffs and you get knocked out by the Sixers in 5 when we couldn't even beat the Hawks. I mean, when you look at Bradley Beal and Dame Lillard, these guys offer the Sixers exactly what we need. Fantastic guard play, shooting from all over the court. And when you put that next to a guy like Embiid and drop Tobias in his rightful spot as the third counted on player when it comes to buckets or things of that sort, everything lines up to a legit big three. Now, of course, if you ask me, and let me know in the comment section, if it was out of Dame Lillard or Bradley Beal, who would you take? Of course, I got to give the nod to Dame Dollar. He's just a little bit more clutch, a little bit more proven. But I think it would take a little bit more to get Lillard than Bradley Beal. But they both offer you something that we don't have, and that's the two-man game consistently. Just that guy that you can count on to get buckets. I mean, he did come second to Curry, the other Curry, Steph Curry, in scoring points per game. So he was second scoring champ. Curry got that one this year. But you get a guy like Bradley Beal or Dame Lillard, and then you got a shooter like Curry on the side. You got one of these guys we're going to talk about that we could possibly get in free agent. And then you got a big man who's a unicorn who can do stuff that other big men can't. He can bang down low. He can post up, fade away. He can Euro step. He can shoot the mid-range. He's an 80% free throw shooter. He can shoot threes. Dame Lillard has Nurkic, but Nurkic ain't got nothing on Embiid. You know what I mean? Bradley Beal never had a big man that's like Embiid. And when you have the guard play that Bradley Beal and Dame Lillard has, your best friend is a big man. Shaq and Kobe. You know what I mean? Paul Pierce and KG. That is great. Dwayne Wade won a championship with Shaq. You know what I'm saying? And now, yes, we seen the Golden State Warriors do it with like KD and Steph and shooting. And we saw LeBron, a guy who can do things on the wing, had a guy like AD. I'm just telling you, Bradley Beal and Dame Lillard will fit perfectly with Joel Embiid. And you got to go get one. I wouldn't be mad either or. I think it takes less to get Bradley. I would prefer Dame Lillard, but these are two killers that if you build your roster around that, Bradley Beal and or Dame, Embiid, Harris being the third guy, and you execute some low-cost free agents, I'm talking championship. So let's look at two guys that the Sixers are interested in. We'll start with the first one being Doug McDermott. Let's look at this little play. So he's going to come around, catch it, just pull up. Doug McDermott for a three. Bang! Now, Doug McDermott on the defensive side doesn't offer much, but he's more than just a three-point shooter. He can put the ball on the floor a little bit better than what Furkan Korkmaz is. I'm not saying Doug McDermott can go cross people up and get buckets in the lane, but he's a better guy attacking the rim than Furkan Korkmaz. There's not too many people who are worse than Furkan. The one thing about Doug McDermott is he shot 43% last year. 43% from the three-point line, average about 13 points per game, and only 20 minutes. So I'm talking a guy who comes off the bench, who gives you instant offense. Again, lacks a little bit on the defensive side, but you can fix that. You can play team defense. You can rotate. You can do things to enhance that. And he's not as bad as a Furkan Korkmaz. So I think him being stated as a bad defender is a little bit overblown when we had guys like Curry. We have guys like Furkan. But another guy who offers you three-point shooting, who the Sixers have inquired about, but also the Lakers, the Celtics, and another team too, I forgot, is Reggie Bullock, who plays for the Knicks. Now look at this. This is a broken play, but he got the range from deep. Bang. Again, any free agents we are going to go look at has to have some range because we need shooters. Danny Green and Korkmaz, what they did, Danny Green was a little bit on the defensive side as well, but they shot the ball, they spaced the floor. And so anybody we go get to replace that type of role player will need to be able to shoot threes. And Reggie Bullock shot 41% last year, a 39% for his career, but 41 for the Knicks last year. Can make some shots. He offers more on the defensive side than a guy like Doug McDermott. He's not quite as savvy as Danny Green, even though Danny Green's older. But you got a guy like Reggie Bullock. He can be your 3-and-D guy in case you have to give up a guy like Thibault, who has immense upside. But we're in a win-now mode. Joel Embiid got 3 or 4 years at the dominant level he's playing. And again, so let me know in the comment section if it was between Doug McDermott or Reggie Bullock. 43% from the three for Doug, 41% for Reggie. A little bit better on the defensive side Reggie is, and maybe creating his shot and getting to the rim. Who would you sign right now if we already got the Dame Lillard or the Bradley Beal out the way? Doug McDermott, Reggie Bullock, let me know. And would you take Bradley Beal over Dame? Let me know all that in the comment section. This video ain't going to be too long, but I do want to discuss this. And I woke up this morning. This video is being done this morning. And oh my gosh. Team USA. What is going on with you? I posted this on Twitter. Again, if you follow me, you know what I mean? It's all NBA, all NFL, Eagles, Sixers, all that good stuff. But Kevin Wayne Durant really just let Evan Fournier drop 28 and beat Team USA. So the first game that actually counts. We go against France. They got Rudy Gobert. Ben Simmons dropped 42 on them. They got Evan Fournier. They got Batum. They got Frank Nicolita, I think his name is from. That's the starting lineup? Evan Fournier, Rudy Gobert, Batum, Nicolina, and you're going against Dame Lillard, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Drew Holiday, and Kevin Wayne Durant. And Fournier drops 28 and they lose, I think it was 86 to 70. It was 83 to 76, something like that. I don't even care anymore. Team USA is looking like an absolute fraud. No defense, no camaraderie. It's disgusting. I just had to get that off my chest because, oh my goodness. But again, I just wanted to get this video out. Wasn't feeling good the last 2 days. I didn't make a video for Eagles or Sixers Friday or Saturday. My voice started getting better again. But yeah, Dame Lillard is the guy the Sixers got to have their eye set on. But if Bradley Beal considers us and is open to, I'll go right for that as well. And we do need to get some role players because I don't think we're going to be able to retain Danny Green. I would try. Furkan Korkmaz, I love what you did, but it's time to part ways. And you got to go out there and get yourself a Doug McDermott or a Reggie Bullock to replace them. I'm telling you, if we had Joel Embiid, Damian Lillard, Tobias Harris, Curry, Bullock, and then I guess we got to keep Shake. Maybe we sign Dwight back. I mean, listen, you can go out there and get some 3-and-D guys. There's going to be some guys on the market too. Bobby Portis is out there. Otto Porter. Now, these are guys that I do not want in the starting lineup, but they can come out and offer you something off the bench to replace, a Tyrese Maxey, Matisse Thybulle, if that was the necessary case. Again, I would try to keep one of them if I could, but if you're talking about Bradley Beal or maybe even Dame Lillard, you gotta give stuff up. We can't just, I mean, if we could fleece them, but in a realistic world, you gotta make the trade package pretty good. And it would also, be around Ben Simmons. But with that being said, let me know all your thoughts in the comment section. I go by Philly Mike. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we going to be chopping it up all year long. Eagles, Sixers. We do live play-by-plays and all that good stuff. Until next time, y'all know what time it is. Peace.